So now we're working on part 3 of the zoom range slider. And what we need to do now is to create a level of interactivity, or at least that this here becomes a button or something like that. It understands and responds correctly. So to do this, what we need to do here is not anymore to look at the after draw datasets or after datasets draw. We're going to work now on the event. So after an event, we want to do something. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's responsive, understands how to move. So we're going to say chart, arcs, and then we have here plugins. We just do the same. But here, what will be very important for us is the arcs here. This will give us a lot of information about the activity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab all of this, just put it in here and see which one we need. Well, let me just think here very clear. We do need this, or I think we need this one. So it will understand the positioning of our cursor. So let me just show you, because this is probably the one that I use very, well, hardly anytime, is the arcs, the after event and arcs. But this is a very useful one. So we're going to save this, refresh, open up the developer tab, and then as we move, we get information. And if I click here, probably you'll see as well something. Let's click here. You can see here mouse out event, and this was a mouse move event, and it will eventually get, if I select on the event, it gets us the coordinates on the canvas itself. So this is very, very useful for us. You can even see if it's in the chart area, yes or no. So I'll be needing these two here, and after we have to do still some fine tuning as well. So let's start with the very beginning. So what do we really need here? What I want to do is I want to first track basically if we are moving our mouse cursor. The moment we are moving it, well, or we need to click here, but let's get the mouse moving tracker. So what we're going to say here is, let's do very simple. We're going to say if, and how do we get that? Well, you can see here on type, if I hover over it, event.type. So we can say here if arcs.event.type equals strict, and then we can say here very simple mouse move. If this is true, in that case, what do I want to do? Well, in that case, if mouse move, well, let's say here, what can we do here? Well, do something. Let's say your console log. I'll just put in your text first. Okay, save that. Refresh. So if I do this, and then we're going to, you can see here, it understands this. What I don't want is, as you can see here, it will trigger this immediately. That's fine, but I don't want that. And the reason why I don't want that is because I didn't press. Basically what I want is a drag effect. The thing is that to do the drag effect, I need to first check, is the mouse, or did we click on the mouse, or did we click on the mouse button, and then are we moving? So let's start to add up that one. To do this, I will have to work on the chart object here, and we're going to do something more. Because basically I need the canvas, or we could do even a comma, get the canvas. Because what I want to do now is I want to know if I click on the canvas, then we have a click, and then I want to say this okay. Very simple. So what I'm going to do here, canvas.add event listener. The reason why I need to do this is because there is no other alternative. This one is a registered structure in the arcs, but what I'm doing now is make a separate registered structure of the event. So I'm going to say here, add event listener, mouse down, then we're going to trigger this event, and then we say here a function error expression, and then what I want to do here is do something. So what we could do here, console log, and say here mouse down. So if I save that, refresh, now you see okay, but if I click mouse down, alright, so now it starts to work. So we have these two. In the next video I'm going to make sure and show you how we blend them together.